Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of My Greek Orthodox Odyssey. It's Sunday afternoon and I'm heading down to the cathedral at Cleveland Street, the Archdiocese, for the Vespers service, also known as the Forgiveness service, because today is Forgiveness Sunday and the day before Greek Orthodox Lent commences. So just for clarity, the church day commences at sundown, and when you see, I think it's the first 3 stars in the night sky, that's the beginning of the church day. And the reason for that was that when God created creation, he brought light in and separated light from darkness. So it was dark first and then it became light. So what the church in its wisdom has done is that it includes darkness as the beginning of the day, followed by light, and at sundown the following day, that's the end of the day. So whenever the sun goes down, that's the end of the day. So this week, a lot of people may not be aware, the week leading to the beginning of Lent, the rule within the Greek Orthodox Church is you can eat whatever you want and how much of what you want, with the exception of eating meat. And the reason for that is that we commemorate when God spoke to Adam and told him you can eat all you want from the Garden of Eden except the forbidden fruit. So God issued a fast rule to Adam, which was not kept. And this week, the Orthodox Church allows you to eat every single day, whatever you want, as much as you want, with the exception of meat. And once again, that is to try and commemorate that event where Adam and Eve had free range of everything, but they broke the fast, and by eating fruit from the tree of knowledge, which for the Greek Orthodox represents meat. So what we're saying is that, if you can't refrain from doing the one thing, then what chance do you have of doing the right thing for anything? So today, when I went to church, the icon that was on display there when you go into the church was the icon of the expulsion of both Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. And the doors to paradise were shut on that day. So when Adam and Eve were removed from paradise, the gates to paradise were closed, and all people from that point on took on the sins of Adam and Eve and suffered, died, and they all their souls went to a place called Hades. And the reason why it's important is that the Sunday that precedes Lent is the day where we observe the expulsion of Adam and Eve and the closing of the doors to paradise, to heaven. And incidentally, those doors to paradise, those doors to heaven, were reopened at the resurrection, which happens on the morning of Easter Sunday, where we celebrate Christos Anesti. And on the Saturday morning, we commemorate and celebrate the annihilation of Hades, where Jesus descends into Hades, preaches to all the souls, all the people who went to Hades, of which Abel, the brother of Cain, who was the first one murdered, the first brothers who killed each other, sons of Adam, went to Hades, where all souls went to. Jesus descended into Hades, preached to all the souls. Many rose with him, but there are also many who decided not to listen to him and receive the light. And hence why in the icon of the resurrection you see Jesus boldly raising Adam and Eve from Hades, which once again represents the death of death and the opening of the gates of paradise once again. And just to be sure and just to be a little bit accurate in what we're saying here, not everybody goes to paradise, not every soul goes to paradise. The people who are in paradise right now are the people who are saints of the church, or people who have lived saintly lives, or people who, preceding the resurrection on the Easter Saturday when Jesus descended into Hades, rose with him in spirit, not in body. Those people will be in paradise, and for most other people will be in an in-between place, so you don't quite know. But the time that we'll absolutely know whether or not we're in paradise or not will be at the second coming, where Jesus will judge people according to their lives, according to their works, according to their the prayers that they have put forward and their families have put forward in their mnemosyna, and the prayers of the church, to determine who is united body and soul and raised to paradise, and those who will not be one with God. So at the end of the day, from the church's perspective, heaven and paradise are either being one with God. So if you're one with God, then that will be paradise and heaven and eternal life. And if you're not one with God, then that'll be what some people may consider to be hell, to be excluded from the oneness and the love of God. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club. As I say, I'm heading into the city. This is a beautiful service which basically signifies the beginning of Lent and the beginning of a very, very strict fasting period for all practicing Christians. And all the priests will be there from all the churches in Sydney, including bishops, metropolitans, the Archbishop, and any other invited priests from other parts of Australia. And there'll be a parade of priests in the church with all of their colourful vestments to start the evening. And then at some point in the evening, the lights will go out, and then the priests will come out in a sombre exhibition of blackness, which symbolises the beginning of fasting period and Lent, and a period where we all are called to pray and to live as Christian life as possible. So thank you for being with me, and I hope that this video is of help to people. I've put in a lot of work over the years, so hopefully these videos can help future generations, given that I'm doing it in English. Take care. Bye for now.